No, no.
Oh yeah, yeah, good reaction.
Before we jump into reacting to Cosmic Girls, we wanted to let you know that we were able to...
Oh shit, I forgot to change the set.
This is so unprofessional. I just rock from side to side when I talk. I don't actually move my mouth. Before we jump into reacting to Block B, we wanted to let you know that we were able to film and edit this video thanks to our Patreon.
Since we're unable to monetize any of our React videos uploaded to this channel, it's our Patreon that keeps it running, growing, and improving.
We have a lot of interesting and exclusive content uploaded to our Patreon, including uncut reactions to this song, reactions to Japanese releases, live performances, and more. The full list of exclusive videos is pinned in the comment section below.
If you enjoy our content, we would really appreciate it if you could support us on Patreon at patreon.com/reacttothek. It is completely optional. If you are unable to support us there, leave a like and comment your thoughts below. Let's get to the reaction now!
Okay, you are now reacting to the boy group Block B and their 2014 release Jackpot, which has a dark yet comedic concept perfect for our spoopy October marathon. The lyrics for Jackpot talk about the general greed of humans to want to be rich and happy, and in order to get there, you need to live life boldly. But make sure to shake hands with your enemies instead of getting revenge, because otherwise your necktie and wristwatch may become a collar and handcuff.
Shit!
I'm telling you, man, they're deep. These guys are deep.
They are deep. Something I think fans would also like me to tell you about is that this song was released around the time of the Seiwo Ferry disaster. But when the disaster happened, Block B canceled their promotional activities for the song in respect of everyone mourning for the lost and missing passengers of that disaster.
That's classy. I should say that's classy. That's like decent human being. But good on them.
Wow, I was expecting some like corruption and greed stuff, but the message here is a good one. I like it.
The song is composed by Poptine and the Block B member Zico. He's the
Zico?
rapper of the group. Oh, you know him.
Oh my gosh. I love Zico. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that is spooky scary. Ooh. Did you jump?
Oh, I'm out. This is too scary.
Wow, that's super creepy. Clowns freak me out. Oh my goodness, that made me jump.
I think clowns kind of soothe me.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he's playing McCoy Tyner chords. It's just like the open fifth. I hate you.
Oh no!
Yep, no,
I'm
no.
so uncomfortable.
No.
Oh, look away! I can't look away. Oh! Stick.
No.
Oh yeah, yeah, good reaction.
Is it Goofy? Please be Goofy. Please be Goofy from now on. Okay, it's Goofy.
Well, they got my attention.
Oh, I love the piano.
Okay, now that's Block B. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, yo.
That's Zico.
7.
Oh, LOL 7th album set. Great.
I always like Block B's energy.
Wow, I love the energy.
I love just the string of text, like constant.
Oh, harmony. Where did we go? This is a different song.
Wow, they changed the meter there and the feel significantly.
Was it a change of meter or just a change of tempo?
Well, it went from like shuffle to like now it's straight. But like I think.
Oh, it just sounded like they sped up for a
Well, that's the
you
cool
know?
thing. I can talk about it later, but it's like a really cool effect.
Triplets, duplet switch.
Bro,
It's
triplets all day. Triplets.
But now they're in the duplet feel and back in the triplet feel. This girl is probably terrified right now.
I would.
I mean, I would be terrified. She looks pretty calm though.
And this is like in like a cocktail lounge, kind of like 40s jazz.
Oh my God, yeah.
I like the chords ascending. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was cool. The kind of way to spice up a 251.
Not gonna lie, that like bass synth, that bass synth sound is super cool.
Yeah.
And it's nice because it's like kind of delayed, which is really sweet.
Where are we going?
Yeah, I was gonna say they like are going through a lot of different
Style.
jazz periods.
Nice.
I really like the cymbals and the tambourines in here. They're all very clear and they're interestingly recorded. All very clear.
Also, there's so many instruments happening in this song. I'm curious to see what like the MIDI file, like how big that is.
Yeah, they just got a really strong like 1, 2, 1.
Super.
It accentuates the simplicity of like their chorus.
No.
Oh, she flipped him off.
And she screamed, "Oh my God!" There's probably some dark meaning to that.
That was good.
Yay, I'm glad you enjoyed it. You were making a lot of weird faces. What were your thoughts?
Okay, at the very end, she kicked the ball, and they were like going with like the flaming circle. And I was like, but did she kick the ball through the flaming hoop? And they didn't show it. And then somebody else kicked the ball. And then somebody else kicked the ball the other way. I was like, what was that about? Also, they made so many changes. I was like,
It was overwhelming.
Changes with what?
Like just like rhythm sections.
Yeah, that's
like,
what I'm saying.
so
I was
many
gonna comment on that.
sections.
Yeah, I was
so
gonna
many. I felt like I was like on a tour bus, and like we were just hitting different stops.
Yeah, I was like, it has a lot of energy, but I think it's because they incorporated so many different sections and styles. But I like how they went through it because I felt like the basis of each section was jazz oriented.
In the beginning, there's like ragtime.
That was like 20s jazz.
And then in the middle, there was like, we both looked up when they went into like a
swing, like
swing rhythm. And then at some point, there was like early big band music vibes going on, like a shout section. Yeah.
And then they went on to more of like funk with a little bit of like pop. I feel like all of their like stylistic changes were all based upon like jazz motifs. And I like how that connected because there was one section where they did go to like more gospel and church type of chords. They use a lot of like passing tones and stuff like that, which is more like R&B and church. I feel like it was connected, but the way they would shift was just really quick. There wasn't really like preparation for it. Right when we got to like the rap section, it immediately had this like rhythmic slowdown, even though it was like at the same time. It was just, I think, the harmonic progression slowed down in and of itself, even though the beat was still the same. It's different, and I feel like it went with the video because it was just like you're kind of all like, what the fuck is going on the whole time?
All right, that turned from like freaky fucking clown show to like a vibe.
Yeah, this is so 2014 K-pop. Like, this felt so good. Just to, like, go back and just.
I like it,
Yeah.
but wow, sorry, I want to listen to one thing. I think I just want to hear what they're doing rhythmically. That's it.
Yeah, rhythmically, it was like kind of.
Because there's just one thing that they do.
It was really interesting.
But the other thing too is that they're doing a pretty like simplistic scalar work, but because like the style was kind of like a ragtime-ish jazz, it like fit in super well and just made everything sound like formulated and it all worked.
Yeah, the tempo change. I don't know if it's like, did they go faster in the chorus?
Like say you have like one kind of tempo, right? And if you view it kind of linearly where it's like kind of beat 1, beat 2, beat 3, beat 4, and the space between like those notes, it never changes, right? So basically, before they were dividing it into triplets, which is 3 beats per each like kind of vertical click, you could say, like what the tempo is, and then it goes into 4/4, which is just like now it's 4. It's just a really cool effect because because there's more notes in between those spaces. Even though the tempo actually stays the same, it gives the impression that we're going faster. The other thing too is it's really interesting how they use like shuffle beats, and not just in K-pop, but like pop music in America especially too. Shuffle beats and like ragtime and then swing, and it's always not juxtaposed, but like in concert with like a silly or goofy or weird kind of odd theme. That's like super common. Not sure why that is, but it's just a really funny observation.
So, how was that experience?
Extremely overwhelming. Overwhelmed as I might have been. It was very cool. But I did think it was pretty cool when the time field shifted in the choruses. It would go to like a duple feel, and then there'd be like the disco beat that would come from the drums. It was just like a nice change of texture from like the very like triply bass, like almost shuffle groove that they had going on. But then they were like, here's like 20 seconds of a duple groove, and now we're back into the shuffle with like the la 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 thing.
Do you guys think that switching between the shuffle beat and the straight beats was successful, or did you feel like it was too much of a whiplash?
I thought it was kind of funny, but in all honesty, because there's so many kind of funny, goofy, like weird, creepy things going on, I thought it fit the theme, like the overall theme of the song really well. And honestly, when it did that, I was like, I almost want to laugh. I was like, wow, I can't believe they just did that. Because like, you'd never do that. Like, I don't know, it's such an abrupt change, but it's like, well, the song's like, the theme's really weird, so.
It was cool. I thought it was appropriate for like what they were doing.
Yeah, this type of cabaret, like sort of cabaret, sort of big band, maybe a bit of ragtime style. I kind of wish they could lean towards one and just do that really,
Do it really well.
Everything's kind of halfway here. Yeah, and I like the energy. I've always liked Block B's energy. But with this song, yeah, it feels a bit gimmicky. Feels a bit gimmicky towards like the Halloween season and stuff. Is this released recently?
No, for 2014.
But a Halloween it?
No.
Okay, well.
This is just them. This is very much their style.
March 14th.
Okay, I think I prefer their more sort of gangster rap, heavy bass.
Oh, rather than
drop.
Like playful.
Yeah. I mean, they can be playful in all their songs, but yeah, I like the pseudo-serious playful rather than the
kind of a witty
cabaret.
playful. This doesn't feel genuine, I think, is the difference.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, I see brass instruments, but I can't quite hear them a lot, and I can make out like a funk guitar within like the end, and none of the sounds really turned into what they were trying to be. Maybe like when there was a solo piano, that was like the most evocative, but none of the other sounds really evoked a pure version of some sort of jazz style.
Yeah, they use synth.
Yeah, it was very fusion-y. It was a little too fusion-y for me.
I think that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, did you hear all like the different layers of instruments and such?
Yeah, it was actually kind of jazzy, you know, like especially with that first like piano part, and it's like jazz. And then towards the end, you hear like the sax and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, like at the first beginning, they do the stride piano stuff, and then that really reminds me of this meme song. It's called like Papa Americano, that one.
Oh.
Yeah, that one's like so
Americano.
funny. Yeah. Like in the breaks, they will just add like some jazz piano, like early jazz things, and then just like kind of break it into meme. But what really surprised me is the triplet thing as well. The producer just like make it so groovy. Like I kind of feel like the kick is slightly ahead of the beat, and then the synth part is like really laying back. So that kind of creates a tension on rhythm. Like what like that kind of stuff.
Well, my least favorite part was the beginning. I wasn't expecting to watch a spook, but I was spooked, okay? I jumped.
But it's Halloween.
Yeah, we love the spook. Yeah, my favorite part is like there's so many different musical components to it, but the transition's just kind of flawless, and then you find yourself in a new groove.
So I personally love the chorus because when music has energy like that and you can just vibe like that, that's my favorite. And especially, I don't know, I was just having a good time. The entire thing is such a good time, but they were just like different parts of what that means to, and I loved it. I think it was so cool that how they were able to do that.
I always feel lost when you guys do things. I don't know what's happening.